Hello nature lovers, I'm Steve and welcome to my channel. And this is a video that you will learn 5 great options for dealing with the worst English ivy on trees. Got 7-inch to 12-inch vines intertwining here. It's pretty bad. It's old growth ivy, maybe 50, 60 years old, going up an old growth big maple tree. And if you can do this, you can do anything. So we're going to give you 5 great options, and just make sure you can physically do these things safely, and you will be well armed and dangerous to handle anything going up a tree, English ivy that is. The first tip I recommend is always have a pair of loppers and a pruning saw as your basic tools, and even a pair of clippers, bypass clippers like this, Corona clippers. Most vines going up trees, you can use these 3 items, and that'll be all you need. You can do all kinds of stuff with this, even just 1 pair of loppers. But you're going to get massive vines like this, and you know, your loppers aren't chopping this very easily. So these are all options, and you can choose which options you like, or use all of them if you can do it. And for this kind of work today, I need all my tools to make it the easiest and fastest project to be completed possible. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to use a pry bar. Pry bars are very handy. This is an Estwing pry bar. It's flat has a ramp at the end of it, and you can pry vines of all sizes away from the bark of the tree, and then more easily cut it. If it's right against the bark, it's nice to use a pry bar, and you can cut the vines with whatever tool you're using or chop it. And then of course here's a crowbar, which is also another type of pry bar, and that's very handy too for massive 8-inch vines like this. This is really good to have a crowbar, you know, and get some extra leverage on it. Okay, that's tip number 2. Nice to have. And then tip number 3 is, you probably haven't seen this on the internet, but an axe for chopping into giant vines like this. An axe is a great tool to have. It can go on, you know, it doesn't need batteries. You can chop into the vines here like this. So you're going into a vine really quick here, and then you can finish it off with your pruning saw or your loppers right here. Get close to the bark, but never chop into the bark. Never damage the tree in any way, of course. And axes have been fantastic in our group nature saving events. So we found out they're awesome. Okay, so get some young guy or woman with a lot of muscle, and chop away is a great option for getting those big vines. Number 4 tip is that this bad boy toy. It's not a toy, it's actually a tool. But it's a bad boy tool, and it's a mini chainsaw. This is something that probably Clint Eastwood would like if he was doing ivy removal on tees. Go ahead, Ivy, make my day. Okay. Mini chainsaws are, they don't mess around. It can cut really quick if you have big vines like this vine here. It's already chopped. How about that? See you later, Ivy. Oh, this is huge. And the ivy has rings, so I believe that means you can count the rings. Each year it makes a ring when they're like this. They're like a tree. So kind of fascinating. You can count the rings and see how roughly how old the vine was, how long it's been going up the tree. This looks like about 40 years. Okay, 40-year ivy. And a fifth strategy is get friends, a group. Get friends or family. Even one extra person other than yourself is 100% faster at getting ivy off of trees. So having a variety of tools, arming them with the instructions and tools and gloves, and you can get a massive amount of work done in a few hours. In Oregon, we have a volunteer group called Solve, a nonprofit group, and they've got thousands of volunteers for me over the years. So I highly recommend them, and any other group that you can get a hold of. It's going to be helpful. Thank you for being a hero and saving trees, and I wish you all the best in your endeavors with ivy. If you find these tips useful, you might want to like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Crest Trail 12. All right, thank you. You can put your questions and comments in the comment section here. I want everything organic and natural, and so does the birds and the wildlife and nature. So that's how we do it, and hope to hear from you again. I'll be seeing you.